everybody, welcome to Technique Tuesday. Like I told you on Instagram, this week we're doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday to make up the lack of videos last week. So one thing people have been writing to me about are pirouettes on pointe. We've done a couple of pirouette videos in the past. I'll throw some up into cards for you guys, but you're struggling with pirouettes on pointe. And it's an entirely different feeling than pirouettes on flat. Trust me, I get it. So the main thing you want to have are really strong ankles. And so, you know, your ankle of your pirouette, that's what's your security. If you're sort of backing your foot, or you can't get up over your shoe, or you've got weak feet, you're not going to be able to have that nice strong foot to go around. So the thing you can start to do are some of these sort of bend and stretch kind of ankle strengthening exercises, ankle stability exercises, TheraBand exercises, so you have this nice strong base of an ankle for your pirouettes. Also, are you back in your hip? You know, are you trying to turn back in that hip? You have to be nice and long up on that hip so you don't go around in a broken line. You know, whether you're doing pirouette from fifth, pirouette from fourth, attitude pirouette, if you're back and you go around like this, you're not going to be able to get around. So for pirouettes from fifth in your pointe shoes, make sure you use that front foot. I see a lot of people try and turn kind of on one foot. You've got to use this front foot to push to that 𝐂𝐨𝐿 to get around. If you try and go up, I can't even do it. You try and go up one leg, you've got no power. This foot is your power in your pirouettes from fifth. Use it and you can get around. Yeah? Kind of same thing in fourth. This back foot is your power. Don't try and, you know, turn from here. You've got to really use this foot to push you around. Yeah? That's your power. You obviously use your arms, like we talked about, you know, open chest, elbows lifted, but you got to also rely on your legs, especially in a pointe shoe. It's all this kind of stuff. Yeah? So that back foot pushes you around. The other thing that can help you, especially on pointe, is feeling flat and open. Like I said, in the hip, if you're back, also this leg. How is this leg? Is it like this? Are you sickled? Right? Nice and flat, open position. And this knee is kind of your force, your momentum. The flatter it can be, the more you can turn it out, the better you're going to get around. I think it might help some of you to literally feel like this knee is taking you around. You know what I mean? So after you use that foot to push off, use that knee to take you around. The other thing that's so key in pointe shoes, especially in fourth pirouettes, you have to be already in that toe. If you are back in this heel, you got a long way to go. Yeah? If you're back, you're in your heel, you've literally got to haul it up. Whereas if you are in this toe already, I'm already there. Yeah? I'm already there, I'm already over my supporting leg, we're already here. All we have to do is go straight up. As opposed to being back in that heel, ribs are out. All right, here we go. First we got to do this, then we got to do this, and then we got to go up. See what I mean? If you're already there, heel is down, but the weight is in the ball of that foot, you're right there. You just go around. Yeah? So right in those toes, that comes from your pliés. Are you going back in the heels in your pliés? At bar. You know what I mean? Make sure you're always in the balls of your feet. Even if you're doing ballet-𝐸 in the center, stay in the balls of the feet. Yeah? The minute you throw yourself back, the minute you get in your heels, your turn is gone. The other important thing, especially for pirouettes on pointe, you have a long way to go to get up there. Unlike demi-pointe, you got a long way to go. So take this up. I know it sounds kind of silly, but if you don't take this up and you try and turn like this, it's not going to help you. You almost have to, as I had a teacher once tell me, build a house backwards. Build the roof first. Get this part up so you have room to go up. Watch, if I don't use this, I end up falling. If I get this up as soon as I can, up, you're gonna get around. Yeah? You've got to get this up. And it's kind of a mental game. A lot of people get scared of pirouettes, especially in Pointe shoes. And so it's like up, down. You know, it's like, whoa. Yeah? Just get this part up. Trust yourself. You know, the worst that can happen is that. Yeah? So really get this part up. Use it to help you make room for your feet so you get around. So by doing this, lift that chest. You know, again, people get scared and it ends up like this, and you're in a broken line. You know, even no matter if you're doing classical first, crossed, this doesn't change. It doesn't matter which version you've learned. It's not usually here. Yeah? Unless you're already a professional and you're stylizing. You really want to keep the elbows lifted, so it's almost like a balance. This is kind of like the top. The reason a top can balance is because it's not this. So even though you're in Pointe shoes, has nothing to do with your feet, use those elbows. Last thing I want you guys to start doing, whether it's in fifth, fourth, attitude, what will really help your turns is if you literally see yourself finish, then come down. Once you see it finish, come down. It's a split second, but what it does is it gets you up, it gets you completely around, and you finish. Instead of the whole 1, 2, down, you know what I mean? Don't. See yourself. 1, 2, then come down. Yeah? Or 1, 2, 3, then come down. Instead of the, I gotta get down. You don't have to get down. Trust it, stay up there. What's gonna happen? Maybe you're gonna do 4. Maybe you're gonna do 6. I wouldn't do 6, but maybe some of you will, right? So I'm gonna see myself finish and then come down. Try to stay in frame, but as opposed to 1, 2, down. See, you've got to kind of go up, come down. Yeah? 1, 2, come down. Trust yourself. Trust your ability. Okay? Turning is 90% mental. No matter what kind of turn it is. 90% mental. So just to review, use this foot, use that back foot, make sure your hip is in line. Yeah, you can't turn like this. Nice and in line hip. Make sure your ankles are strong. You don't want weak ankles. Make sure you're forward and in the ball of that foot, not back, and back in your heel. Use the upper body, lift that upper body so you can make room, because again, it's a long way to go. It's a really long way to go. Nice lifted elbows, chest, and trust yourself. Yeah? There's really not any trick to pirouettes on Pointe than to just kind of doing them over and over, getting comfortable with them, trusting your ability, and having really, really strong ankles and feet, and being right in line with that knee opening. Okay, guys? If you missed my Ballet Hacks Part 2 video, it's over there. You can click it to watch. I love you all. Thank you so, so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.